How's it going, everyone? In the past, I said Mega Victreebel is the weirdest Mega ever. And I was wrong, because Mega Scovillain is even weirder. It gets the signature ability Spicy Spray, and what it does is that whenever Scovillain gets hit by a move, the Pokemon using that move will get burned. It doesn't matter whether it's a special attack or a physical attack, a contact move or a non-contact move. As long as this Pokemon gets hit, the opposing Pokemon will get burned. Which honestly sounds pretty broken. Unfortunately, Mega Scovillain has one of the worst start spreads ever. Base 65 HP, base 85 defenses are not great, and then its speed start is also horrible, base 75. The only thing it has are its offensive starts, and even those by the standard of Mega Pokemon are pretty low. They just didn't know what to do with this Pokemon. They couldn't decide whether they wanted it to be a special attacker, a physical attacker, or a bulky tank because they gave this defensive broken ability, right? Despite all that, today I've decided I'm gonna use this Pokemon. So yeah, I'm using a bold Scovillain with as much bulk as possible because if this Pokemon can burn anything, I would want to do that on physical attackers. I have enough speed to outspeed King Gambit and anything outspeeding it at 103. Usually Corviknights with Body Press might want to do that. And then my moveset is Flamethrower, Giga Drain, Protect, Leech Seed. Unfortunately, this Pokemon doesn't get anything more than this. Its move pool is also pretty bad. Now this is a team that I actually recreated after watching it being used by Chili Dude in the kickoff tournament. And I quite like the idea behind this structure of 6, right? Now I did put my own sets in most of these Pokemon because the replay I watched didn't have much info. But yeah, Mega Scovillain has a pretty good synergy with Primarina. Primarina gets annoyed by grass and steel types, and Scovillain can actually come out on said grass and steel types and actually burn them, which would help Primarina actually sweep. If I can get a burn on poison types as well, that would be great, right? That's why Primarina is like the WinCon of this team, you could say, with Calm Mind substitute, draining his Psychic Noise. And then Primarina's one of the best partners in this tier is Dragapult. Obviously there's the type synergy, but overall it can actually burn those specially defensive checks and actually chip them down using hacks. And it also works with Scovillain spreading burns itself, right? So like his hack spam becomes very useful. And then I decided to add a Scarf Switcheroo Sneasler. As I said, Primarina is my win gun, and one of the biggest problems for Primarina in the tier is Toxapex. So I want to make sure whenever Toxapex comes out in front of Sneasler, I can switcheroo it and give it my Scarf, which would be very helpful in sweeping with Primarina in the late game. And then I just have my bulky core of Spadef Corviknight this time with Oka Berry. Basically wanted something that can easily take Psychic type hits because the team didn't have any Dark types. So Spadef Corviknight does help. They were the original team also had Spadef Corviknight, I believe, in the replay. And with Oka Berry, I can tank hits from the likes of Volcarona and Brave Bird it, and Meganium and Brave Bird it, which is pretty cool. And then finally a defensive Garchomp with Stealth Rock, Detail, Earthquake, and SD because I didn't know what else to put. Fire Blast doesn't really help that much against Corviknight, and I don't really need anything else. So I figured, you know what, SD would probably help in some scenarios where I can actually get a free setup, and it will also help against Corviknights. Like it might be able to 1v1 a Corviknight at some point, especially if the Corviknight is burned. So yeah, this is the team, and let's get started. We got a Mega Meganium, Diggersby, Hyper Offense with Glimmora as the lead probably. Now that could be a Scarf Diggersby, or it could be like SD Quick Attack because that's their second priority user. Regardless, Scovillain does look pretty good, being able to burn Excadrill and being able to come out on Meganium and giving it a burn is also pretty good. So that would be great. I'm not gonna lead Scovillain because Glimmora would come out, or maybe I could. Like it's not that bad. Even if they lead Glimmora, I can at least get my Mega, which would help. Because I don't have much answers for a Diggersby that's setting up, or if it has Ice Punch. So it's probably better to just get my Mega. I can easily get the Mega using Protect, so I don't have to worry about whether they're clicking Power Gem or Mortal Spin. They could get Stealth Rock up, but that's inevitable, so that's fine. Yeah, that's whatever. Let's just go Garchomp. They'll probably want a Mortal Spin and poison me. A Power Gem, cool. I'll just earthquake. Yep, they died too. That's great because I wanted to make sure I KO them because since spinning moves have been buffed and they can spin even if they die, so like there's no point in getting stealth rock up. So this is okay. I could go Sneasler just to absorb the T-Spike, or I could just go Carve, get the defog with Weather Ball, and then I don't know. Should I go Sneasler? It would be hard because Sneasler does look good. I mean, they could just Weather Ball as well, then my Coordinate thing would be pretty bad. Sneasler does get walled by Aegislash, so it's not that great. I might be able to handle it. I think I'll just go Sneasler. At least it gives me an upper hand if they Solar Beam / Degleam. Okay, that's fine, yeah. At least it gives me an upper hand, and they'll obviously not stay in. Or Aegislash would come out so I can just U-turn out. Yeah, that works. Just go Scovillain. I mean, Flamethrower does look pretty nice. Even if they go Volk, it should do a decent amount, so I'll just Flamethrower. I may not be faster if they're max speed, but I'll survive a move. Or I can dodge it too, so Aegislash is gone. I would have survived that for sure. I'm 100% certain that was not gonna KO. I mean, yeah, being max HP and max defense means that I will survive at least one hit from these Pokemon. Oh, I'm faster than Diggersby, that's great. It will get burned as well. Yeah, I survived that easily, and I'll just Giga Drain again. They can quick attack, but that's fine. So far Scovillain is doing it. Obviously, no, even if the Poltergeist, I would have just healed the damage in Diggersby, so yeah, that wouldn't have been a problem. Now this one's a little tricky. I do have Scarf Sneasler, which is faster, so I want to make sure this thing is not faster. I think I probably use my Corviknight here. The thing is, Garchomp would die. I'm pretty sure it would die to Bug Buzz. So it's probably better to go Corv and survive this move with Oka. I should take it for sure. It would do like 75 to 80%. I'll just get this Brave Bird. Okay, they're not even Fire Blast, so I definitely survived that. And I get this KO. Or not. Are they bulky? They are bulky. Yikes. They're not speedy though. So they're very bulky, probably bold. I gotta check if Sneasler actually KOs. I don't have this team in the calculator, so I gotta add that as well. Let's just clear these sets. Add the team. Nice, let's reload. Let's go Sneasler versus Volcarona. Blank set. I'm guessing they have 32 HP because it did 78 with Corv. So yeah, they're definitely something like this. Probably don't have max defense, but I'll just calc with it anyway. It should KO. Yeah, so I can go Sneasler. And I can just go for Direct Claw. Okay, they sacked it, cool. I didn't get burned, that's really nice as well. I can still save this to come back, which is great. I'm just gonna go Scovillain and get this thing burned. Yeah. Yep. It got burned, nice. And they forfeit. Okay, Scovillain burning everything in their team made them forfeit. So that's great, that's great. I mean, I said its ability is pretty broken, right? Getting burned whenever you want is kind of insane. So yeah, that worked out really well in this game, and you gotta drop a like for that. I mean, Scovillain handled 3 Pokemon, which is amazing for how much I flamed it in team description. It actually is much better than that. So yeah, you gotta drop a like for that, and let's go to the next game. That's a stall team. Yep, that is a stall team. Burning everything will definitely help. That's for sure. And they don't have lead seed answers. I'm guessing that's an unaware class. So I'm definitely just gonna lead with Scovillain and spam these burns. Yeah, I'll just Mega Evolve and Flamethrower this. Vaporeon, okay. Let's just Giga Drain. They protect, cool. Actually, lead seed is probably better. It's unaware, exactly. Maybe it has T-Wave, I'm not sure, but that honestly doesn't matter that much. They probably want to just get Stealth Rock up. I'll see how much damage I do. Okay, Slowking finally comes out. I've got a Corv that can handle this, so I should be fine here. Yeah, nice. Let's just U-turn out. It's gonna be chili or flamethrower, so I think I'll just go chomp. This is going to be tricky for sure, but yes, psychic noise, sub primarina, and Scovillain spreading bonds should help. I definitely get stealth rock up as well. Aggron, okay, we'll just stealth rock. Maybe they have avalanche. They have iron defense. Okay, I'll just detail you. I don't know, like, oh, that's a good idea, but yeah, detail exists. You know, Garchomp isn't just a sitting duck. Detail actually exists, so yeah. I'll just go Scovillain because if this wants to click a move, it's gonna get burned. Of course, they're just not clicking a move, right? They just don't want to click a move. I hate this. Let's just Leaf Seed, good. I got the Leaf Seed. I missed. Ah, man, this is bad. This sucks. This really sucks. Corviknight, again, can't be helped. They chilly out. Cool. They go their own Corv. I'm gonna U-turn. They're gonna defog. It's just gonna be the same thing again and again, again and again, and again and again. I don't know. I can't see how I win this game, kinda. Okay, let's spread bonds. Okay, let's spread bonds with Dragapult. Okay, if Scovillain can't do it, Dragapult has to do it, obviously. Stall isn't that good in this meta because Blissey and good unaware Pokemon like Dondozo don't exist. I mean, Clefable is a good Pokemon for sure, but like the power creep is just so high that Clefable kind of feels useless. I did use it in my last video and it did perform really well, but there are times where like you just, oh man, even unaware Clefable isn't enough against things like Mega Charizard X, against things like Iron Head AG Slash, right? But getting this bond is really nice. I'll just Hex it if they want to stay in, I don't care. Okay, great, big damage. They chillied out. Slowking being this low with bond is really good. I'm not gonna take this, I'll just U-turn out. And go Scovillain so that this thing gets bond. If they Moonblast, of course they wish. Of course they wish. Every goddamn time. They just wanna click that, right? I think I'll just Sneasler. I think they just protect or switch to Slowking, yeah. Now I'm not certain they'll go aggro. If they think I'm SDing, they shouldn't go aggron. They'll probably go Hippo. Is it worth giving my Scarf to Hippo? Probably not. So I'll just U-turn out. Yeah, if I can get a poison with Poison Touch, that would be great. Nope, no poison. Okay, that's something, I guess. Slowking will come out again. So there's no point in going that route. Yeah, I guess I'll trade Stealth Rock. Or maybe not. No, you know what? Let's just go U. And since they don't want this to get burned, I'll just Hex in case they want to pivot to Slowking. Surely they don't want this thing burned. Yeah, oh, Clefable. Good pivot. Despite the fact that Clefable would actually get burned. That's a good pivot. U-turn out once again. Maybe I should just give this Scarf to Sneasler. I don't know. I'll just go back to Scovillain. If they Moonblast. Okay, finally Clefable gets burned. Okay, they gave up. I took my time on that turn as well. So that kind of threw them off as well, which is good. I'm just gonna Giga Drain, get my health here. Nice, we got some health back. Lovely. They wish. Cool. They have to protect. I don't think I can take advantage of that much, to be honest. Not much I can do. I guess I'll just try to Flamethrower. Yeah. Cool. Let's just Flamethrower for now. They'll wish. Nice. They'll protect again for sure. I guess I'll just go Carve. Protect, nice. Let's just U-turn. Protects again. They only have 8 protects, so that's good. They wish up. Okay. Let's go U. And just U-turn out again. Honestly, I'm just trying to fish for that poison on the Hippo with Poison Touch. If they go Aggron, I obviously don't want to reveal my trick on the Aggron. They could definitely go Aggron since Wish was up, but they decided to go Hippo. Can I get the Poison Touch? Finally! Okay, that's awesome. That is huge. That's great for sure. And now I'm gonna go U since they're on a timer, I can stealth rock up and try to pressure these carves and stuff. Try to start pressure these. Yeah, I'm gonna SD here. Nice. Let's get stealth rock up again. Clefable comes out. Nice. I guess we just go Scovillain for now. Moonblast, cool. I'm just gonna lease seed. Get some health back here. Nice. That's a lot of health back. Good. And they probably want a chili. I think I can just flamethrower. I don't think they would sludge bomb. Yeah, exactly. So Slowking at least took some chip. It's gonna get 33 back, but it would be at what? Oh, they forfeit. Oh my god. Holy crap. They just gave up. They actually just gave up. Scovillain, are you a stall breaker, bro? Are you a goddamn stall breaker burning everything here and there? They just couldn't hit. They just didn't want to click a move because Scovillain just burns everything. This is insane. Maybe I underestimated this thing. We gotta see more. But yeah, Scovillain is blowing my mind right now. Alright, so I see like 2 physical attackers and a Corviknight and a Slowbro, so Scovillain can definitely stay now. Unfortunately, they also have a Glimmora, but I'm still gonna lead with Scovillain because I want to make sure I am burning the Beedrill and Meowscarada the first chance I get. So for that, I gotta get that Mega Evolution as fast as possible. I will just kind of protect and Mega Evolve. This is pretty good for Scovillain. That protect helps it Mega Evolve and get the ability procced. Oh, that's a Zoroark. That is cool. I realize I don't have answers. So it will get burned. I want to keep this, but maybe I don't have a choice, honestly. I guess I'll just flamethrower. That does a lot. It's Pedef drop too. It does get burned. I should have Giga Drained. And holy crap, that did so much. And I can just protect too. Okay, that's great. This is great. And I can just go Carve now. Yeah, Carve is Pedef. It shouldn't take much from whatever they want to click. Yeah. Critical hit. Okay, this into a Pedef drop. This Zoroark really hates me or my Pokemon. It just went in. So this can't be Mega. I'll just Roost for now. I don't think that KOs. Yeah, that's not KOing. I'll just Roost as much as I can. I think that's enough. I think I can go Chomp. Yeah. And we'll just Earthquake first. We'll get Stealth Rock up in case they go Carve, exactly. Probably want a U-turn here. Bulk up. Well, I'll just detail you. Yeah, I'll just detail you. Bulk up means you probably don't have Defog and you have Glimmora, which means I can just easily spin block you. I'm just gonna go Scovillain, get this Pokemon burned, this card, nice. And this shouldn't stay in, so I want to lease seed, but there's no point for them to go Carve. I guess I'll just Giga Drain. Oh, they did go Carve. That's surprising. I mean, they're not staying in. There's no way. Let's just lease seed. Oh my god, this guy is... I don't know. Really? You would have died. That was so pointless, but they got burned, so that's cool. I can just Hex Spam now. It's so good. It's actually so good. And I still have Carve for the Meow, so that's never KOing me. Yeah, awesome. Nice. This game's honestly done. Like, Meowscarada can't even go past Corviknight. Triple Axel might do a lot. I'm not max. Yeah, that's true. That is true. I do have Colbur, so I think it's better if I just Wisp this. Yeah. That does so much, but I get the burn, which is great. And I can just go Garchomp since it doesn't have its item anymore. It's not gonna take much. And we'll just detail to spread as much chip as possible. Earthquake probably would have been nice, but I thought they'd go Slowbro. I'll just Earthquake now. The U-turn, I survived. Nice, big chip. Meowscarada goes down to Stealth Rock. I mean, this is game. Dragapult comes in, one-shots the Slowbro, and then Primarina kind of wins as well. And Sneasler is also pretty good. So... I mean, I'll just sack this. It's whatever. We go U. just go for no, CC wouldn't KO, so I gotta go U. It should KO. Beedrill's defenses suck, so that's fine. And yeah, that's game. I can go Corv, so they don't even spin, and this Corv can 1v1 this thing. They'll run out of power gems at one point. Nice. Just keep doing it. Cool. And I'll just U-turn, I think. Okay, great. That works. And I can just hex here as well. This is game. Yeah. Even Primarina can win now, so it's over. This dies. And game. Okay. Looks like I had the video paused. Yeah. I didn't realize it, but I was saying that this Scovillain is actually blowing my mind. It is so insane. They just forfeited because it just burned everything. It burned their High Dragon, it burned their Primarina, it was at like 6% and got back to this 50% health. So you gotta watch the replay, obviously. First they started with Guard, and now I realize that Guard, despite the nerf, Salt Cure has been nerfed, it only does 1/16 now, which is the same as Leftovers. It's still really threatening because I don't have anything that can negate that Salt Cure damage, because the Pokemon that has Leftovers is a water type, so it's gonna take 1/8, which is bad. So this Guard was pretty annoying. I started with Giga Drain, apparently Leftovers Guard with Protect can 1v1 a Scovillain, and they just did that. They were able to Salt Cure me at one point. Yeah, but I went Prima, they clicked Protect here, they clicked Protect again, I made sure I keep them low. Then Slowking comes out, I Psychic Noised it. Now I was thinking they'd Chilly, but I still didn't want to risk my Prima because it was good. Prima can also substitute in front of Salt Cure, so like yeah, once the Garg has revealed that it doesn't have anything that can break a substitute, I could have easily just 1v1 the Garg. So yeah. Corviknight comes out, they Chilly out into their... What did they bring actually? Their Garg. So I think I just U-turn. I didn't want to defog because this Garg just gets it back again. I want to make sure I am taking advantage of the turn that Garg is clicking Recover and not something else. So I get a free Garchomp here. And I expected them to switch, but they stayed in and click Salt Cure. I went with Stealth Rock. But this is fine because I went back to Prima as they decided to go into Corviknight. I was expecting a Protect, that's why I went into Prima. But this is fine because I got a free Psychic Noise here as they decided to defog. Oh, not defog, I think they U-turn. Yeah, they U-turn, yeah, makes sense. Yeah, the Corviknight being this low was huge. I doubled to Garchomp again because I figured this would probably click Sludge Bomb, but they Chillied. Went into their Prima. I went into my Scovillain here, and this is where the fun started. Because I went Scovillain, it took 25, it survived the Moonblast, burned the Prima, and then I knew they would go Gloking, but I still clicked Leafseed to heal the Scovillain, and I got the healing, and I clicked Protect to get more, but they Chillied out, as you can see here, and brought out High Dragon, and this is where I just made them mad, because I stayed in, expecting this High Dragon to try to be slick, you know, try to be smarter than they should be, and click U-turn expecting Primarina, and it worked. Scovillain survived the U-turn, burned the High Dragon, and got Leafseed on the Primarina, and healed back the health. And then the next turn, they probably expected me to add on a Protect or something. I just Giga Drain, Primarina died, and they just forfeited. They just forfeited on that. So Mega Scovillain is going insane. I don't know, maybe I was wrong about this Pokemon. I apologize for flaming it so hard at the start. This thing is just going insane right now. It's actually breaking the ladder. It is owning the ladder. And you gotta drop a like for it, man. Mega Scovillain. Yeah, it's just insane. Okay, so there's a Glimmora lead once again. I will still lead Scovillain because I want to make sure I can come out on Floettes and Pokeballs and burn them, and Garchomp as well. So it's a Glimmora lead and a Mega Floette. So I'll lead Scovillain for sure. Yeah, that's fine. They can get Stealth Rock up. That's okay. I don't really care about that. They can Power Gem if they want, Sludge Wave if they want. I'll just go Garchomp now. It's so nice to be able to just get that Mega off turn 1. It's quite incredible. And I don't want to get Stealth Rock up. But they'll probably spin it, so it's better if I just earthquake. Yeah, that's cool. And they're slower, so no, I'm slower, right? They'll probably attack again. I guess I'll just earthquake. I have a T-Spike absorber and also a defogger, so I'm not that worried about T-Spike. It's just going to be a little annoying. Yeah, they did attack. Makes sense, right? Because if I get Stealth Rock, they can just not. They can just. Well, I guess I could have just doubled to Core then. Maybe I should have gone for Stealth Rock. I didn't think about it. Stealth Rock was probably better. This wants to burn me, maybe. I'm not sure. Or U-turn. I don't think they would Draco the Prima. Oh yeah, maybe they want to force the Prima out so that it gets poisoned. That's true. In that case, I'll just let this go down. Okay, they did click Wisp. Yeah, makes sense. So I got my Stealth Rock, which is huge here. And oh, I have to keep Orb because I want to 1v1 the Volk, right? And it's also my Floet answer. So I can't get Corv poisoned or like lowered or burned. It's probably better to detail as they pulse. Okay, good play. I had to kind of sack the Chomp. At least its job of getting Stealth Rock up is done. I absorb the T-Spike here. And now I'm just gonna U-turn out. Maybe spread a poison even and go Prima. It's fine if Prima gets burnt, right? I don't want it poisoned, badly poisoned with T-Spike. I can handle a burn. Because they really don't even have any answers for Primarina. That many answers for Primarina at least. We'll just Draining Kiss in case they stay in, exactly. So I'll get a lot of health back here. Should survive the next hacks. It got disabled. Oh, that's bad. That's really bad. I don't think Psychic Noise does enough. Why are they Cursed Body, man? That sucks. Oof. Okay, this is very troublesome. But I'm hoping to win with my own part. If anything, yeah. That's the Cursed Body activation sucked. Draining Kiss does so little, man. You would expect it does more, but it doesn't. Which also sucks. I'll just U-turn out because this thing can't come back in. So I'll probably want to get better positioning in front of Garchomp. They'll probably sack it too. Or go Garchomp, which is better for me because I can bring Scovillain in. I don't think I ever defog. Okay, they do sack it, makes sense. So now the issue is... If I go Scovillain, they'll Quake and they'll want to spin. That would give me the Quake, right? I'll get the KO. And then Corv I can handle with my... I can handle the Volk with my Corv, but then Floet becomes a problem. Maybe Scovillain with Leech Seed can deal with it though. And I can go Part once in front of Chomp. That's true. So I guess I'll go Scovillain here. Because if I go Part, they'll just bring Floet in and that would be bad. At least with Scovillain, I can actually burn it and do something. Yeah, this gives them incentive to actually go Quake and try to spin, which was my plan. Now I get probably KO this. I don't know how bulky that is. Okay, that's pretty bulky. I'll just Giga Drain again. Aqua Step. I get the health back. Nice. Volcarona comes in. I double into my Corv and just go for Brave Bird. Yeah, that's the plan. If they realize it, fine, but I'll still do it. Yeah, we just Brave Bird here. If it's not bulky, I should get the KO. Flamethrower, I survived that due to Oka. They didn't realize it, good. Okay, Volcarona dies, nice. That's awesome. Now I just attack with Brave Bird because if something tries to set up, I get a ton of damage. They scale shotted. Scovillain should survive everything, so I'm just gonna Giga Drain. And it will burn them as well, so unless they're Lumberry, but then again they'd have to attack again, so they'll get burned eventually. And because of that... Oh, if they SD, that's a problem, yes. True, but they still get burned. As long as they don't have Lumberry, I'm fine, but they probably do, honestly. Okay, they went Floet, which is interesting. I'll lease it here. I don't think I die in a single hit unless they Light of Ruin. Max special attack Light of Ruin. Only that can KO. So lease it should be good. Oh, this substituted. Okay. I have Infiltrator. I did put Infiltrator, but it's not gonna help. If I try Giga Draining, they'll just Calm Mind and then try to sob, which is bad. Yeah, this is bad. I should have just attacked. Oof. Calm Mind. Sub doesn't even break. Okay. I think I choked. They'll probably have Draining Kiss, but they'll just keep substituting and eventually KO me. Even if I burn it, that's not gonna help. Shouldn't have let it substitute, man. I think Flamethrower was the play. It would have broken the substitute then, but now it's impossible. If they KO me and their substitute goes out, then I have a chance, but I don't see that happening. Okay, they do get a lot of health back. They get burned. I break the sub. If I break it with Sneasler, they still just Draining Kiss though. Yeah, I don't have a choice. Unless I crit them on the turn. Yeah, if I keep critting them, then there's a chance. Otherwise, this is kind of over. I'll just protect to give them more bond chip. Maybe I can hex it after. You never know. Maybe they die to hex. That's a possibility. I'll just try to protect even more. Lower as much as possible. Lower them as much as possible. Definitely click protect again. They have... that's bad. How much did they get? They get a lot. Yeah, that's not enough. Less. No, if I sack the Sneasler, they just get the health back. Yeah, there's no way. I gotta crit this. If I crit this, cool. Otherwise, this is GG. Let's see if I can get the crit or maybe Hex KOs. It's a 130 stab move. Can it do 32 or plus 2 Mega Fluid? Definitely not. I don't think so. This thing has like one base 148 special defense. That's an insane amount of special defense. It will not KO without a crit. I need a critical hit here. Come on, Dragapult. I know you can do it. I know you can do it. No! Ah, GG, sir. GG. Okay, let's keep moving. Gliscor Mega Altaria. I actually know this team. I think it's from the thread. I think it's from the discussion thread. I'm pretty sure I've seen this team. There was a guy who sent it saying, oh, they're having fun using Mega Altaria, which which could be cool, I guess. I've never tried it myself, but I'm pretty sure it was somewhere here. I actually just looked up this thread today, so in the morning. So yeah, I remember the team. But regardless, as you know, I definitely want to lead with my Scovillain, get the Mega, and this is a perfect lead, and I can just Flamethrower. Yep. Good chip, the Psychic Noise, get burned. I don't care if you do that. I'll probably just protect and then Giga Drain. So that just doesn't matter that much. Heal Block will end after protect. I want to get the team. Oh, there it is. Yep. There we go. I told you I've seen this team before, so just gonna copy this. And well, there's no point copying it in the Caldex, but I'll keep this here to see. As they did click Psychic Noise, I got the protect and I can just Giga Drain now. So that's great. Psychic Noise, and I'll just Flamethrower in case they want to switch out and not die to protect, right? There's no reason for me to protect if I can get damage, because it wouldn't matter. I'm not healing or anything, so this is fine. Okay, they want to poison me. I'm not gonna let them. I'll just go Carve. Nice. And we just U-turn out. Okay, they stayed in. Maybe T-Spike. I'm not sure. I think I'll still just go Sneasler and just switcheroo. They fell for it. That's why I have it. I told you that's why I have it. And since they're logged into liquidation, I can just go Prima here. Yeah, nice. Let's just substitute. Good old substitute. Corviknight doesn't matter. We just Calm Mind. Maybe it does if it has Brave Bird, but if it has Body Press, it doesn't matter. Oh, I can check, right? It has Body Press, so it does not matter. Nice. I think this Primarina is just 1v1s now that Pex is scarfed. Oh, they have Scarf Encore. That is crazy. That actually is crazy. They're gonna go for it for sure. I guess I'll just go Scovillain. Yeah. No, okay, I mean, Samurott got burned. Cool. Yeah, weird that they tried to flip down. That's pretty weird. I'll just toxic to see what this thing is clicking. Not toxic, protect to see what this thing is clicking, and then I'll just go Sneasler. Samurott. I can just U-turn out, I think. They'll flip turn, I know. But we just U-turn out. Try to... Okay, cool. What does this Specs have? Baneful, Toxic, Haze, Recover. This probably has become faster than Prima though. I think. It's calm. How fast is a Pex? Tox up Pex. No speed, 55 plus 1. That's 82. Shouldn't be faster than my Prima. Yeah, I guess I'll just go Prima and just substitute, right? They tried to Toxic, cool. We'll just Drainicus in case they want to double to Samurott again. Nope, it's Corviknight, cool. I'll just Psychic Noise, try to lower this. Yeah. The Body Press doesn't break, I'll just Calm Mind here. They'll body Press again, I believe. It doesn't matter, this Corviknight can't touch the Prima, so even if my sub breaks, I don't really care. Yeah, this is fine. I'll just Psychic Noise. Samurott comes out. I mean, I'm a water type Psychic Noise, so even if they Encore me, that doesn't matter. That didn't even break. That's after a Body Press, by the way. I took a Body Press and it still didn't break because it's burned, obviously. I'll Psychic Noise again. Altaria, I'm just gonna Calm Mind here. They probably want to double to Core, trying to stall my PP. There's no way they stay in on a Drainicus. Yeah, figured. I'll just Psychic Noise again because I want to make sure this Corviknight doesn't heal. Yep, they stayed in, Corviknight's dead, and this game's over. Yep, they forfeit. Substitute Primarina, one of my favorite Pokemon in this tier, dude. This Pokemon is so good when it, like, if the position is right, and by that I mean a trick Toxapex, yes, then Substitute Primarina just goes in, man. It's so good. Oh, that is an interesting team. They've got some very not used Pokemon. I mean, Chestnut, haven't seen that in this tier that much. Maybe it's Mega, or maybe they have a Mega D-Knight or a Mega Zam. I don't know. They have an Infernape. That's amazing. They've got a Basculegion without Rain. That's kind of crazy. So we're gonna lead Scovillain for sure. And we're gonna Mega Evolve here. And we are going to... I'm not gonna be faster than this. But if they want to Wave Crash, I guess that's cool. There's no point in least seeding the Slowking anyway. So if they want to stay in, cool, right? Because, like, yeah, the Slowking will just chill you out. I'll have to switch either way, and it's just gonna heal. So that least seed doesn't matter. But in case they stay in with Basculegion trying to flip down or Wave Crash, I want to make sure I'm getting my health back using Giga Drain and damaging it. So we're gonna go Corv. Yeah. I might just Brave Bird the Infernape, I don't know. It did come out. I mean, I do have Prima, so it doesn't make too much sense to do it right off the bat. They did overheat. But yeah, I could have done it. So I'm gonna go Garchomp now. In case Slowking comes out, they could U-turn, but like that's fine. They just take 12%. But if Slowking comes out, I get better positioning. And I'm just gonna Earthquake. And I can Stealth Rock against this thing. Like, we can trade Stealth Rock, which is fine by me. But I didn't want to not attack a Slowking and let it click Ice Beam or something. At least now I know they don't have Ice Beam. They can knock off my item. Cool. I'll just go Scovillain now in case they want to attack again. I'll get the Bond. Cool. Let's just Flamethrower. Slowking. Nice. Go back to Chomp. They didn't get Stealth Rock, which is awesome. I don't know who has the Stealth Rock, if not just not. They keep chilling. Maybe I'll Flamethrower at some point. Because I don't think a single Sludge Bomb KOs. Max HP does help. Like, you won't die super effective moves from like these non-offensive Pokemon like Slowking. But it would do like a lot, like 70 to 80, I would guess. Let's see what they want to do. I mean, they can go back to Chestnut. Garchomp can't touch Chestnut. And if they have Stealth Rock, they can get it. I might even just SD and Detail. I don't know. We'll see. That has knockoff Synthesis. So that's already 2 slots. I assume they have Body Press too. So it's either Iron Defense after that, or it's Stealth Rock, right? Mask Legion. Okay. I have Scovillain that I definitely want to go in front of it and get this bond. Yeah. Nice. It did 64, so this would probably KO. I'll just protect. Okay. I'll just go back to Chomp. I don't care. I want to keep this thing so that I can burn the D-Knight, if anything. Or at least burn up like one more Pokemon before it goes down. Yeah. Cool. Let's just go Scovillain. It will burn the Chestnut. Nice. Yep. Got the burn there. I'll just Flamethrower now. Yeah, 2 burns are good. The 2 offensive Pokemon are neutralized at least. I can go back to Prima. Maybe this has Stealth Rock. If Chestnut doesn't have Stealth Rock, this probably has it. And they want to click it. I'll Seed. Nope, I'm wrong. I am wrong. They just went with CC again for some reason. I guess that's that, I guess. I'll just U-turn here. I don't think they want to stay in if they're Scarf. And if they're not Scarf, I'm faster. So then they don't want to stay in either way. Never mind. I am wrong. Never mind. I wish I got the burn on Slowking, honestly. That would have been nicer. So I'll go back to Garchomp. Because now that Chestnut is burned, I can 1v1 it with SD, and since they are just overheating, that's fine. They just wanna go Slowking anyway. In Scovillain, man, it's very similar to Victreebel in the sense that it will go down. But it's just gonna burn a bunch of Pokemon. That's gonna make your life easier winning the game. I'm gonna SD here. They never stay in exactly. Nice, got the SD. I'll just Detail now. They can Iron Defense if they want. They probably have it, but I'll just Detail them out. And I don't see who can 1v1 this Garchomp anymore. Yeah, they Body Pressed. Okay, this Chestnut is gonna take a decent chunk. 36 is nice. This comes out. I don't want to... Nah. Oh, wait, my Citrus was not, so I don't want to take damage on this. I'll go back to Prima. Yeah, I don't want to take damage on that. I'll just Draining Kiss, try to heal some amount. Maybe they stay in, which will help as well. Yep, they did stay in. I just like the way they're playing and looking at their team. I realized they're not an experienced player. So like, yeah, I can expect some plays to not make sense. Slowking, yeah, we just go back to Chomp. No need to worry. Psyshock, good Psyshock, I guess. I don't even need to SD anymore. I'll just Earthquake in case they want to attack again. Alright, Chestnut will go down to Earthquake, so no worries there. It goes down to 1. Nice. I have Carve for the Zam, so I'm not worried there. It's Magic Guard. Maybe it's Mega. Maybe it's Mega Dina. It's Mega Zam. Okay, cool. That's cool. Big Gleam's not gonna do much. I'll just U-turn out. Focus Blast not gonna do anything either. And we just go Sneasler. We U-turn out again. The Zam will go down if they stay in. They go Slowking. Cool. I can go my Chomp again. And I'll just Earthquake. If they go Denied, they're breaking their multi-scale, which is good for me. And they can't set up because I'll just Detail. And they forfeit. Okay, great. So that's Mega Scovillain for you folks. I mean, it performed way more than what I had hoped for, right? Like, yeah, this bold set that can spread bonds was insanely annoying for the opponents. We could feel that, right? They just were struggling with the bonds because everything just gets bond in your team. You're gonna get worried, I guess, a little bit. You're gonna get annoyed that this thing's just burning everything. And yeah, I mean, it's all because of the ability, right? Mega Scovillain as a Pokemon isn't that great, but because of this broken ability, it has a niche where it can actually do something, and that something is just burning everything, which is funny. I did flame it a lot at the start. I'm saying this probably a third time, but yeah, it performed way more than I had hoped for. Like it defied my, is that the correct word? I'm not sure, but it defied my expectations. Basically, I had very low expectations for this Pokemon, but it did a lot. It actually did a lot. So yeah, Mega Scovillain, Spicy Spray, incredible ability. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, like it, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and check out my previous Mega Chandelure video. That's another fire type Mega, and that Pokemon is insane. Like, unlike Scovillain, its start spread is so nice, and it's just so powerful. It's amazing. Go check that out. I'll see you all there. Goodbye.